What happened is that I was, my two daughters and my granddaughter and I went down to the hotel to be tested because of COVID. And this boom microphone went in my face, and the woman said, "So what do you have to say? What do you think?" And I said, "About what?" She said, "It's been called. Your brother's president-elect." And I said, "I think it's wonderful. It's great for my brother, but it's even better for the United States of America."
He has a real halo in these hours. How clear-eyed is he that what he's heading into, the halo may not last? Like, the pandemic could be worse, the recession could be worse. He's got progressives in his party. He's got possible Republican Senate control. Like, it could be stormy.
My brother understands the enormity of the job and the serious responsibility that comes with this.
And it's not just the job, it's these times.
That's right. But remember, he's been in the White House for 8 years. He is the most experienced person to ever enter the White House in American history, because of his 36 years in the Senate and then his 8 with President Obama.
During the campaign, you're one of the people who advised him to stick with his instincts, to stick with the centrism that got him here. What was your thinking about that?
My advice to him in the campaign, and this may sound simplistic, is just be Joe. Listen up to what everyone has to say and look for the truth. And my brother listened to and will listen to the progressives and the conservatives and the liberals, as I said before. Each of these people have a perspective, and the assumption is good, that they want to do the right thing. That's Joe's assumption.
How is the Biden administration going to handle a president who won't concede, won't cooperate during this 2-month transition?
It doesn't matter what Donald Trump says. It doesn't matter. Joe is president-elect. He will be sworn in on January 20th.
In his victory remarks, did he consider saying something gracious, nice about President Trump? He got a lot of votes, or did he consider saying something?
Joe was gracious. His principal interest was to show that he would be a president for all Americans. He didn't have to talk about Donald Trump. I'm glad he never mentioned Donald Trump in his remarks.
Sounds like it's possible he'll never mention him.
That would be I think that's a fine idea.
What was the moment in the campaign that angered him most?
What angered him most? Calling the military losers and suckers. When Beau Biden served in Iraq, like many other men and women in America.
Sounds like an extremely visceral reaction from the now president-elect.
These men and women put their lives on the line to keep us safe, and the commander-in-chief calls them suckers and losers? Are you kidding me? What kind of moral compass does this man have? But I don't want to talk about Donald Trump. I'm talking about Joe Biden.
Is there anything to be had in forgiving Donald Trump? Can you imagine him finding a path forward with former President Trump?
Why? I mean, it's a moot point. He's never going to see Donald Trump again. Donald Trump is going off the stage on January 20th, and that's history. That's past. Joe's not going to talk about Donald Trump. Who cares? He cares about the American people. He cares about the people sitting at the kitchen table who have an empty chair because someone in their family died of COVID, because of the small business 1 out of 5 that has gone out of business, and the Latino and the African-American communities that have been hit with death, destruction, and less opportunity. Donald Trump is not in my brother's focus.
Any chance you move to Washington?
Me? No.
What role will you play when your brother is in the White House?
Sister.
Can you imagine him running for a second term?
Sure.
So not a transitional president?
No, I mean, he's transitional in that he's bringing all the young people and bringing us back again, that we're not a divided country.
So you expect him to run for a second term?
Absolutely.
And you'll be there?
Absolutely, God willing. I'll be there.
What will you call him now?
Joey. Joe. If he calls me first sister, I'll call him Mr. President.